Craig Hadley, director.
This is a reproduction. It's rather blunt. It's not really sharp. An original would be quite sharp.
See how it's a triangle though, not like a sword. So that's great.
And it's beveled, yeah.
So
just slicing.
But you should add the main purpose of that is not really to stab. If you get so close that you're stabbing them, you've done it wrong. The main purpose of that is when you have 1,000 men with those advancing on you, is to make you run away and not want to stand.
I'd run. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No way. No way. One likes
really
to
for
win.
intimidation. There's no camouflage going on here. This is not to hide me in any way. But when it's me and 500 of my closest friends in a big line facing you, we're very visible.
Oh, yeah.
This hat is very tall. It makes me look larger than I truly am.
Oh.
So it's about intimidation and having an imposing presence in the field, because at this time battle is really about real estate, and I'm going to push you off. And so mass fire the musket in the line, forcing you under a hail of lead to move, and then this to intimidate you to keep you moving. And if you don't, of course, you know you will get the bayonet. So right, that's the purpose of all this. It is to look imposing, intimidating, but you still fear. So people often see these kinds of uniforms and think, well, you're not camouflaged at all. That's exactly right. It's not intended to be camouflaged.
How far does your gun shoot?
The bullets could carry, 100 yards, 200 yards, but after about 50, they really weren't very accurate, and they didn't need to be accurate. As I said, it's me and 500 of my closest friends. We're shooting all in the same direction at the same time. Anything in front of us would be obliterated if it stayed there. So, yeah, it would basically be put down almost 3/4 of an inch diameter.
The men who died, could they bury them here?
Some were buried here. And Craig, is it correct to say that so for one thing,
So there was an initial burial of the men, but they sent an expedition back because after they left, the Native Americans came and dug up a lot of the graves because Harrison's men had found graves at Prophetstown when they raided Prophetstown and had dug up a lot of the Native American graves. The Native Americans did it in turn, and then another expedition was actually sent out to reinter the bones, and they built a mass grave which still exists on this property. We just don't know where it is. So there's a mass grave on this property of the killed.
How do you know this?
Huh?
How do you know this?
We have documentations, diaries, letters. We also have the information from the orders that they were sent to come out here and to find the graves that were dug up. They found skulls and bones and stuff, and they went ahead and reinterred them in a mass grave on the hill.
so this ground that you see here, this park, this has never been anything other than what it is. There's never been farming here. There's never been industry. There's never been a house built. Never been a gas station. Never been a shopping mall. It's always been this. Is it true to say that there's never been an archaeological dig here?
There's been some probes, but that's about it.
So
this site is treated like a cemetery because we know there's a mass grave out here where we just don't know where it is. And the fence that you see surrounding the battlefield was actually built in the late 19th century. And it's actually in the Indiana State Constitution that the state has to maintain that fence no matter what. So there's been a couple of applicants that have taken out sections of the fence, and the state has had to pay a recreation of that part of the fence and have it installed because it's in the Constitution.
Correct, this was the first protected battlefield of the world.
Yep. It was. In fact, Harrison came back here during his presidential campaign and did a rally with about, I say it was about 30,000 people. And he did a And now just picture that we're in the middle of a presidential campaign, and if it wasn't for COVID, 30,000 people is nothing to get at a rally. But this was way out in the middle of nowhere. You had 30,000 people having to come out here on horseback, carriage, wagon to be able to get out here, which would have been difficult just to hear Harrison speak. So, that's we also, so yeah, I mean, this is treated like sacred ground. You have to get very special permission to come out here and do interpretation on the battlefield. These guys are the best of the best, and they respect the ground that they're doing programs on. So we let them come out and do interpretation because they're all top-notch historians about a lot of different things, and they also respect what they're doing. So that's why we don't call them reenactors, we call them living historians.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I brought something fun for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Now the serial numbers of this show that it was a lot prior to Chicken There's a good chance this weapon is going to mess with Chicken There's actually a W called Scott.
That's how I know it's mine.
It'll still fire.
Rockefeller is buried there in that.
squirrel. So they cannot see us, huh?
Nope. I thought you said the battery's dead.
Oh no, I did not. Oh, the squirrel did not come. Oh, that is cute.
You get to piece of seed and it takes off.
Yeah.
Chipmunk out there.
Where?
Back in the back. Chipmunk.
Oh,
Ground
that's
squirrel
cute.
we call them. There's one over here too, between the two logs.
They're so cute. Don't throw that down. Before there's a lot of big squirrel here. Oh, that
I
one
think
is
this is
very
one in
pretty.
here.
When did you see that?
No,
Red head.
woodpecker, huh?
What is that?
Oh, it's a woodpecker.
Oh,
It's a woodpecker.
oh,
You don't see a lot of those.
I know. Maybe because of the nature here, the trees is still alive. That one is like a hummingbird. Very small.
It's not a hummingbird. Hummingbird's smaller than that.
This one is only stay here. We don't go. Okay. This is for the stress reliever. Watching birds. How they eat. They're very happy.
Boy Creek Farm cow has some sharp little cow on the bottom.
Hmm?
There's one cow they have here.
Oh. It's big. Hello, hello, hello.
That's not where they got it.
There is one. It looks like real, you know.
Like he's got a dead bird, isn't it? And they do, they catch crows and stuff and eat them.
Yeah.
They eat other birds. Shark skin.
Hello, hello, hello.
Shark shin.
This one is what is it? Fox. And this one is wow, the bobcat is big.
Badger.
I think the feeder is very warm.
You see up above you?
Oh no, I didn't notice that.
See the possum? You know possums eat mosquitoes?
No.
Yep.
How did
red.
they catch the mosquitoes?
I
So
don't know.
small.
Said they eat them. I have no idea how they catch them. Did you see the one on the wall back there?
snowy owl. That's why it's white.
This owl was accidentally killed in 2011.
Accident.
I just read it.
Meaning that is their pet. every circle, honey, is 1 year. Of the bark of it.
You see that back here at about 15 or 20 out is 1715. And it was cut down in 1955. So that's 240,
Wow.
240 years from here to there. 240 years from here to there, not counting this. So over 250-year-old
That is very
tree.
durable tree because
Yeah, well, but anytime you see a tree that big,
what kind of
you
tree
know
is
about
that?
how old it is, huh?
Is the oak tree?
I don't know. What's it say? Acorn,
Acorn.
I think.
That probably a very good tree, honey,
Yeah,
for
acorn.
lumber. Because for the how many years, that is only how big they are. 1715 to 1955. How they are very old. Ooh, look at that. Horn nest. Wow. Scary. Look at. If they bite you, would be a. They have a nest here, honey.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, after this one.